Virginia farmers are hoping a new farm bill can finally get through Congress and signed into law this year. It's a critical safety net that becomes especially important when there's economic uncertainty. It would provide farmers with updated metrics for triggering critical programs like crop insurance. Veteran lawmakers, like the Republican chairman of the House Agriculture Committee, know they can't afford to wait.
If that's all that we do and we don't do this farm bill until the end of the year, I'm going to have to be right back in leadership's office asking for more economic financial harm assistance in December. Our farmers don't want that. And we won't need to do that if we pass the farm bill, get this farm bill done and have President Trump sign it in the first half of the year. So somewhere basically by June.
The urgency to get a new farm bill is also shared by the top Democrat on the committee.
The best farm bill is not one that looks pretty on paper or makes promises that it can't deliver. It's the one that has the votes to pass the House, the Senate, and get signed into law. We stand ready to negotiate a bipartisan bill. Farmers across the country, whether they use PLC, ARC, or crop insurance, need a farm bill to keep feeding our communities and the world.
There's also a newcomer from Virginia on the House Agriculture Committee, Representative Eugene Vindman from the 7th District. He's the only Virginian on either the House or Senate Agriculture Committees.
I've had the opportunity over the course of a 25-year career to live all around the country in rural and agricultural communities. So these are the people that I've grown up around and my or spent time with, and my kids have grown up around. It's a beautiful country, and it's also the #1 industry in Virginia.
Virginia agriculture's economic impact is estimated at $82.3 billion a year. It also provides almost 382,000 jobs. The Farm Bill acts as the safety net for farmers, whose plans can be subject to the whims of Mother Nature. This includes crop insurance, disaster assistance relief, price loss coverage, agriculture risk, and supplemental revenue assistance. In Virginia, last year's drought is an example of why many farmers need crop insurance.
Well, we've been carrying crop insurance for quite a long time. Just this past year, we actually had to use it. You hope and pray you'd never do, but we just had a bad year with a drought. And so it's kind of like a backstop for us so that we won't lose everything that we've got invested in the fields and like that. But last year, like I said, we had extreme drought. Then we had heavy moisture come in about the time it got ready, and we had two things going on. So the crop was just, it was a disaster. So it's like a backstop for us. It helps us look forward that we can go another year.
The American Farm Bureau Federation's chief economist isn't sugarcoating what lies in store for the near term.
It's going to be another tough year. It's going to be a third tough year in a row for crop farmers. It's been okay for a lot of livestock producers, but there's so much turmoil, there's so much economic turmoil and so much uncertainty in the economy right now that anybody really should be planning for a tough year. That kind of planning really kind of takes leadership on the farm. It takes planning, it takes focus. One of the important things to do is develop a relationship with your ag lender. This is the time when it's needed. Hopefully you've been working on that all along. You need to be watching your costs.
Cryan urges farmers to check the Market Intel section of the American Farm Bureau's website for the latest economic information and how it relates to agriculture. In Washington, D.C., I'm Burke Moeller reporting.